Hi guys, I hope you all are keeping good. So let's start with our today's video lesson. You know what happened? Last weekend I went to the market and got a silver bracelet for myself. I was very happy with that beautiful bracelet. But to my surprise, I discovered after a few days that the silver shining bracelet turned into some gray colored bracelet instead of that shining silver in my drawer. Oh my god, what's happening? What a miracle! The same story, I saw it with my mom's chain, which was actually of silver. Oh my god, the other day I saw the same story going with one of my granny's assets. That was a silver jug. Once upon a time, I saw it as a sparkling white silver jug. This is really going hard now. But what is the suspicious story going behind all this magic? I fetched all the books, and look what I discovered. It is nothing else but corrosion, the process that actually involves gradual degradation or deterioration of a metal surface due to the action of air, moisture, or acid upon the metal. So it is actually, if I try to correlate this process of corrosion with my bracelet, okay, that means the bracelet, the surface of the bracelet which was exposed to the environment, it actually got reacted with something present in the environment, some chemical present in the environment, maybe moisture, maybe acid, or maybe some other compound which was present in the environment, and that caused my bracelet to turn into gray color. Okay, so now I got it. So the tarnishing of the silver chain of my mom, the tarnishing of my beautiful bracelet, the degradation of the surface of my granny's jug, and the deterioration of my bicycle chain also, all are the outcomes of this process, that is corrosion of the respective metal that these articles are made up of. Okay, so now I got what's happening behind the scene. This is the real culprit. So corrosion is actually the culprit to turn my beautiful chain into this gray colored something metal, I should call. Okay, but actually, let's go deeper into it. I discovered after having a deeper study that it is said that high relatively humidity, moisture, and the air pollutant are common causes of corrosion of the metals. In case of my silver bracelet, actually what happened? It got tarnished because silver can actually combine with hydrogen sulphide present in the air and gets turned into this black silver sulphide. Okay, so actually what happened, the metal of my silver bracelet, that is the silver metal which it was actually made up of, the surface of this bracelet, it got reacted with hydrogen sulphide which might have been present in the environment of the bracelet. Okay, and when it got reacted with the hydrogen sulphide, it leads to the formation of silver sulphide, that is Ag2S. So it is actually the Ag2S that I'm observing as a gray color. Oh, now I came to know the story. Same was the story with the chain of my mom and all, as well as my granny's acid jug. Okay, so it is silver sulphide all over. The Statue of Liberty, which is very famous, we all know, a colossal sculpture in New York, has now turned to blue-green color, which is known as patina. Now, why does that happen? It is actually consisting of basic copper carbonate. So it is the blue color that we observe upon that Statue of Liberty, which some of us might be assuming to be as real blue color. Okay, so it is actually due to the presence of the substance that is basic copper carbonate, which is made up of copper carbonate and copper hydroxide. So therefore we call it as basic copper carbonate. It is formed when copper reacts with water, which is present in the atmosphere as moisture, with oxygen and carbon dioxide. So these three culprits which are present in the environment of this Statue of Liberty are actually leading to the formation of basic copper carbonate. Okay, so in short, what we come to know from here is that any metal can undergo corrosion. Conditions applied that the environment of the metal consists of the substance present to which this metal is reactive towards. Like for example, the bracelet, the chain of my mom, both were made up of silver. Even my granny's acid jug, they all were made up of silver. But they did not remain to be as shining silver. They turn into dull gray colored. Okay, why? Because silver reacted with hydrogen sulphide, which must have been present obviously in the environment of these articles, and therefore it led to the formation of silver sulphide, which is actually the dirty gray color, and I don't like that color. Okay, the same story goes with the Statue of Liberty also. Okay, now I got the point. So it is actually the metal and its reactivity, its reaction towards any of the compound, any of the substance, any of the molecule which is present in its own environment. So it reacts and forms a new compound, and it is actually that new compound which is getting formed on the surface of the article that we are observing with our eyes. Okay, so after this, a question came to my mind. Why does that happen? What is the reason of corrosion? And while struggling with the reason of corrosion, I came up with these terminologies: ores and minerals. Actually, most metals exist in nature in ores and minerals as compounds, which are actually the compounds such as oxides, sulphides, sulfates, etc. Because these compounds represent their thermodynamically stable state. The thermodynamically stable state of the respective metal is actually these compounds, which can be an oxide, which can be a sulphide, which can be a sulfate, in whatever form the metal is comfortable with to exist in nature. And these are called as ores and minerals. The metals are extracted from these ores after expending a lot of energy. So we have the ore of manganese, we have the ore of iron, we have the ore of copper, and we have the ore of aluminium, and this is how these ores look like. These are some of the many existing ores in nature. The ore of manganese is called as pyrolusite, that of iron called as pyrite, that of copper it is called as chalcopyrite, and last of all over here for aluminium it is called as bauxite. So actually if we talk about talk about the aluminium, it is existing in nature in the combined state. From this bauxite, from the figure that we can see on the screen, from this we need to extract the aluminium out. So what's the story behind it? Actually, aluminium is comfortable in existing in nature in the combined state, and we are trying to push it out of its comfortable zone. So you impose yourself upon nature and nature will get back to you. That's what's happening over here. So if I, like for example, I try to extract aluminium from the bauxite ore, which is actually the thermodynamically stable state of this particular metal. So whenever I try to extract the pure metal out of this bauxite ore, okay, I get it by using certain technology, certain processes, and so on and so forth, conditions applied. Okay, but every time I take it out, this pure aluminium will definitely try to revert back to its natural state. And what is its natural state? The combined state. The combined state, it doesn't want to be alone. It wants to be combined with something else. Okay, same is the story with the chalcopyrite, from which we get the copper. So we get copper from chalcopyrite. So what is chalcopyrite? Actually, it is the combined state of copper in which copper is comfortable to exist in nature. So these ores and minerals are actually the combined state of the respective metal, And these combined states, since they exist in nature, they are the thermodynamically most stable state of that respective metal. So whenever I try to take out the metal from these ores, that particular metal will definitely go back to its stable state. And what is the stable state? Obviously the combined state. This is the reason, now I got it, this is the reason why my bracelet, silver bracelet, it turned dark gray in color. Why? Because silver was comfortable in the combined state. So it the moment it received the hydrogen sulphide, towards which it is reactive to, definitely if it's not reactive to that combine, it won't combine with that compound, it won't combine with that particular compound. Okay, so silver is reactive towards hydrogen sulphide. So the moment it received hydrogen sulphide, it went into the combined state, that is the silver sulphide. Same story happened with the Statue of Liberty also. I hope the concept of corrosion, why does it occur, how does it occur, we'll study further, it is clear to you. And this video was actually prepared on special request of one of our viewers, and just stay connected because more of the videos of corrosion are coming forth. Okay, have a nice day.